Let loose the fun, it's time we peak in this space where dreams ignite. Join the crowd, we're talking loud. Reviews and picks will break it down. We can join to find, let's geek out and unwind to level 5K, don't miss the sound. Weekenders unite for highlights and our geeky minds. From comics to tech, we're breaking ground. Exclusive hits and what's profound. Gadget thrills and newfound games. Epic quests, it's all the same. Tune in to see, no need to hide. Unleash your inner geek, embrace the ride. Weekenders unite for highlights and our geeky minds. News and views so bold and bright, we're conquering the weekend fight. From cosplay to VR dreams, battle stations to movie scenes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Weekenders. Oh, would you look at that?
Oh my god, he's here!
Sorry, we had some technical difficulty. We were planning on starting at 11:30, but only me and Alex was here. Mister down there was having issues with his computer and his audio
Yeah.
not being
Audio.
stereo.
Yep.
And then we had Mister there being absent and not joining in because he's too absorbed in Star Citizen, which was also one of the subject that I put in the thing. So good thing you fucking joined. Was and we're waiting for him to come here to talk about one thing. Tell me you watched the fucking Superman movie?
No.
Are you
No, what-
fucking kidding me?
Yes.
You better. Because we've all
What?
been waiting to go over it again because Beacon watched it last time to be able to all talk about it for all four of us. So that's going to be one of the subject today. And, wait, I'm going to start by getting rid of this. See, I started this like in June doing a con and I finished it off the other day. I think it came out pretty sweet.
Nice.
Can I see it properly? I'll probably take it out of the freaking plastic. There you go.
Delicious.
Like, I think, it came out pretty sweet after, never changed the character. Not Batman, but the absolute Batman thing. So I finished it off. I pulled out my H and played with it. And this is one I started a while back and I erased the entire freaking thing to restart. And I like how she's looking like that.
Nice.
With
Magic.
that big sword.
There you go. Not finished, but there you go. Ooh.
Yeah. There's the good,
Resolution.
stuff.
So those are
Hi,
our
Edwin!
now we can start the actual show. So we're going to be talking about Superman a little bit because we've been waiting for those two to watch it so me and Alice can go like all out and talk about it. And
Yeah.
I think it's been out enough now. It's on streaming, so we don't have to worry that much about spoilers, I guess.
If you haven't watched it, then I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, pretty much. I got some comic book things I want to talk about. And I want to have one little rant there. I don't know. But I need to talk about it quickly because it's affecting a whole bunch of stuff right now. Like I was supposed to help somebody with printing books and it's not going to be able to happen anymore. Because right now there's called the diminishes something that used to be used to be a thing between all the countries right now that you could just ship lower, like low balling type of except the UK and those places where they did the taxes. But when you put books and certain things, when they're below a certain amount, There's no duties. There's no import fees below a certain amount. And right now, that's one of the things that I used to take advantage of because I can mail multiple boxes to Beacon there, and he would remail them. But right now, according to the new rules, until we find out a bit more, because there's still it's a new thing. From what I just say, it's been like mind numbing me because it's a big thing and it's going to kill a whole bunch of little small businesses and not just Canadian ones or international. It's also going to affect people in the U.S. because it's stuff that they need too. So I know why they're doing it, but it's going to hurt a whole bunch of small businesses because it doesn't hurt big companies at all. It doesn't affect nobody except the small creators. So right now, the comic book industry is in a fucking bad spot because all their stuff mostly are printed here in Canada. They print here, China, but most of the comic book industry print here in Canada for the U.S. And right now, anything that goes, like even like a small one comic book type of thing, like one small package of $25 or something, is going to be hit with 35 to 50%, even higher depending on certain things. So right now, if you send something that's going to be like, I was checking into something and like instead of costing me like $500, $400 to $500 for like 5 boxes of books or something like that, like a quick calculation, it's going to end up costing $1,500, $1,600 because now you have to pay the customs before you can, fill your shipping thing, like do all your prep for the shipping. You have to pay the duties, plus you have to hire a broker. So you have to pay the broking fee. So right now there's a whole bunch of companies, like even the company that I had now, because I shipped my thing to Beacon. Like, dude, when this came out, like I had warning, like the emails came in. Dude, I'm like Beacon. I crushed down. Like I'm sorry if there's some people, but like some sketch cover had to be rushed, so I can mail everything before the 29th. Because otherwise, it was going to cost me about maybe like $800 extra just for 2 boxes. So I rushed everything on the 25th. Me and Dave, we went and mailed boxes to Beacon. I sent them to them like, dude, it's done. But according to I talked to a lot of mailing services and stuff like that. The one that offered me because when you have a small business, you can go with Pure Later. There's you have USPS and stuff like that, and they like to offer discounts. It can be anywhere between 40 to 60%, depending on what they offer you for your small business, how much freaking thing you ship, and what you negotiate. So all those other services, other than the governmental one, they just stopped doing US until further notice because they don't deal with customs. So that's what I'm saying. You need to deal with a broker. Now the Canada Post are trying to say that you need to use a third party company to take care of the duties. So technically a broker. So technically you have to pay 35% minimum for the import, right? And you can go up to 50 depending on what you are. But there's also a broker fee. So far what I've been told is it might be temporary. It's something they're putting there. It's just weird that it happens during the what they call the holiday seasons. According to my people I've talked to, they think that by February it should be balanced out, maybe like fixed or changed. But for the moment, most companies right now, like
Oh,
I've seen a whole bunch of freaking comic book guys closing the campaign, canceling campaigns right now because of that stuff. There's people that were in fulfillment and they just said I cannot fulfill to the US for until February because a lot of people had the same thing that were told the same thing as me. So right now there was a campaign I was thinking of launching and fulfilling like before the end of this year. I'm probably gonna put it till February or March just to make sure that I don't get screwed or something and we get to the end of this. Because right now I'm gonna have to test stuff because before anything that was books were exempt from it. And from the new rules, it's not anymore until further notice. So, because they used to be protected at certain things, like I think it was the universal something, like emergency something. that protect culture and stuff like that. But now it's only for educational books for the moment. That's the information I have right now. It's still like a changing thing, and they all started today. So like that's all. Like when I found that out, it was like Friday, I think. Like I got the emails like from Post Canada, Pure Letter saying they were closing the service to the U.S. There's that. I'm like, wait, what? Then I started reading into it, and I'm like, oh, dude. So the entire weekend was me doing sketch covers, like getting all my sketch covers, packaging everything to the U.S. and sending it ASAP to Beacon. So I'm hoping that it's going to balance out and get a little something there, because I think it's weird because to us on our side, because Beacon doesn't know about this, but we have fucking like Carney, like the guy that replaces our freaking Trudeau there. Nobody voted him in. Just saying.
Yeah.
The replacement that nobody voted in. And the Fed and they're just, the Liberals just fucking went out of nowhere. Just saying, it's kind of weird. But anyways, not getting political on this, but yeah. So Carney came in like just before all the emails starting coming in, like 2 days before. Carney goes into like all the social media, does video on the news going, we just reached a good deal. We have the best freaking deal with the U.S. in exchange and export and this like that. All the tariffs are being taken down for the U.S. and it's going to be reciprocal. I'm like, okay, fine. Like, yeah, the end of this fucking bullshit. I'm like, yeah. And then, boom. And if anybody knows anything like this, it's like, you know that it's never just one-sided. It always hits everybody. It's one of the things, like, big businesses and stuff like that, small businesses and the regular people, they're the one that gets screwed. Like the tariff there, like, it hit the American people as well, and those small businesses, a lot of them closed too. It's sad, but that's what it is. And here's my little, that was my little rant, because that hit a bit. Like I was watching a whole bunch of looking companies, and I was like, "What the hell?" Then I see like, oh, you have like Mad Root. They're canceling his campaign now, closing everything, saying he can't deliver to the U.S. past and a lot of people are closing shipping to all their website to the U.S. until further notice. I've removed a few objects that were not in freaking that were not being made also in Canada and the U.S. on our website. Like we used to have T-shirts, mugs, and stuff like that, right? So right now, most of what's there is the only thing I know that are printed in Canada and in the U.S. So technically, it won't be affected because we can get screwed.
Yeah.
So I had to go remove a few things from there. So yeah. So right now, that's why a lot of people and a lot of small businesses, like, there's Kickstarter and stuff like that get canceled because of this. Anyways, that's a little FYI for everybody, because not everybody knows about it. Because one of the freaking thing that's hilarious, no one really talking about it.
Yeah.
Almost no one is talking about it. But don't forget, the tariffs are over now. The war is there. We got good deals. We got good stuff. And I'm like, for who? For all the big companies? For all the rich people, they're fine. They don't have any bother. We are. Like, all the small people, you buying your thing, wanted to order. Like, the idea is that they want you to not be able to order from Temu or all those other places again, because now everything's going to be higher. It's to hit all that stuff. So, hopefully, like, I'm going to keep an eye out. Like, if you guys know me, I keep posted, and I'm pretty much aware, and I'm into this stuff for a long time. So I'm going to try and keep everybody informed. I'm going to try and find, like, if there's a loophole. Like I said, for the last 4 days, I've been checking into if the books are affected. And so far, it says, for the moment, every package that goes into there, except there's an exemption for, like, maybe I think car parts. Weird enough, because, you guys get a lot of cars from Canada. Which it's kind of weird, right? It's the whole thing that affects those big companies, right? Or, pharmaceutical product, or, stuff like that. Those are the only ones that are technically in the exemption that get either exempt or they get lower than 35%. Everything else is between 35 to 50%. Oh yeah, and that's the worth of what you're sending.
Just say it's worth nothing.
But you can't do that because otherwise, if it gets damaged or packaged, you're screwed. And now, since they're going through custom and they have to, they will check them. That's the thing. Oh, dude, it had crossed my mind. You can lower down the cost or something, but it's still, you get my drift. It's like, yeah, but dude, if there's a damage or there's a loss or something, you're fucked.
Yeah.
If they go through it and they go, that doesn't add up. Well, because we used to be able to give the option of like, oh, it's a book, it's a gift. Now, if you go to Plus Canada and you try to go like and fill the thing, they don't. They go through the broker, and you have to send them pictures and detailed information. That's what I'm saying. It's people that were dealing with brokers. It's when I backed like a few thing and the guy used the broker, I had to pay an extra $50 shipping after paying $25 to the guy on his campaign. So right now, one of the estimated that they were saying is like, let's just say you have a package that somebody orders something that was like, I don't know, imagine like, hold on. Let's just do a quick calculation, right? Let's just say, okay, a box of books, right? Because that's the calculation I did, okay? Let's just say you put 40 books, okay, in that said thing, because that was the test I did, right? So I put 40 books all stacked up very freaking tightly, right? Just as much as I could put in, and it was 40 to everything to be secured. So 40 in a book, right? That came out to about 14 kilograms, right? So to have that shipped to the U.S. in a small box, like Commodore that you get, they're not that big, right? So that would cost a bit, anywhere between, like, if you go like the slowest way would be like $80 to $100. So now, if you declare the value of the books, right? So if they say you pay your books $10 or $12, but let's just for the hell of calculation right now, let's round it up to 10 because it's going to be faster, right? So $10, 40 books, that's $400, right? So let's just say it costs you $100 to send that said box with 40 books in it. How much does that give you? That's an extra $140 of duty. So it costs you more in duty than the shipping.
Come on.
That's just
I don't have
calculating the
time.
basic of 35%.
Leave me
So
alone,
imagine
leave me alone.
50%.
Leave me alone. My bad.
That's the thing. That's the rough math that I was doing according to other research. And like I said, I talked to later. I talked to fucking Post Canada, the tellers, because they're the one that told me that I always do that. That's how I found out that when I send a book for a campaign of crowdfunding, or I send something to Beacon, I put copies or a gift, reward, and books, and technically it would just go through customs because there's no problem to it. That's not work anymore for the moment. Like the way they told me is like it could probably be re-put like down the line, but it's from they don't see it for until the foreseeable future of the February. And I'm like, God damn. So it does seem like there's a freaking thing just for the holidays, which is kind of weird. But we all know that usually shipping goes up for holidays.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for a better situation. I'm sorry, Ace. I just had to. You had one job. Help peeps. Sam, I'm gonna have to send you some sketch covers. Yeah, please do so, dude. Send
You
me.
might want to hold off on that though.
Yeah, but hurry up before it gets applied to you, though. Like, check your thing because it's right now it's one-sided. Hurry up before it becomes like, But if you do, send me some and send me an extra one, and I'll send you one back. Me, it's gonna be a. But thanks, dude. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I love sketch covers, and as you guys know, I've been I've been mainly digital for a long time, except when I do sketch card or there's some sketch covers for the campaign. And right now, I've been trying to get back to traditional. I kind of find it therapeutic. Like I don't know, it just feels great. I don't know. So here's my rant. Here's the little subject that I need to discuss too, because I think everybody needs to know this shit. Like I said, like I was calculating, like sending like 5 boxes of books, right? Well, would cost anywhere between like 300 to 400. It's now going to cost $1,500 So you're talking about technically almost the equivalent in shipping as the fucking printing. So it's insane when you think about it. Like, don't get me wrong, I can understand like a type of little like tax or duty, but books were never applied. It's a thing. But the thing is, right now that it's like that, dude, it's insane. Like, it should be like way lower than this, because like they were saying, like somebody that buys anything on the store right now, it's an extra eight to $10 for a package of like $26 or something.
I'll just summarize this in one very quick and illustrative way. The government is like a fat kid who just ate like 3/4 of the cake and sees your one little sliver and goes, "You're gonna eat that."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So keep your eye out for it, because you know very well, and from experience, Beacon will vouch for this. Every time I call it the little freaking thing, it's always gonna hit everybody on both sides.
Yeah.
It's never just one side. It can sound like it, but it's never it. Like they say, oh, it's gonna be good for us Canadians. That's not, because it's never it hits everybody. When you're talking about small businesses and people and regular people, we all get it. The only one that's really immune to it is the big fucking companies. And like Beacon just said, it's not really about left or right at this point, or this. It's just governments and corporations. They're like the fat kid that wants everything. Okay, so let's go on a little lighter and brighter thing, because I'm sorry about this little thing, but like I said, I think it needed to be addressed. Nobody's talking about it except some people that just canceled their campaigns, and they just I just think it needed a little bit more explanation than what we're getting. And when I mean it's because they're trying to say, oh, it's going to be just 35%. 35% is pretty big, and that's just the basic. Because it can go up to 50 and 60. It's insane.
And it's like 50% of a product you didn't have any fucking part in making.
Yeah. Just because we're sending, and don't get, dude, we're talking about Canada and US.
Yeah.
For the price of that shit, 1,500 shipping, I could buy a car.
In the future, if this becomes an issue, I'll meet you at the border.
Oh shit.
Yeah, maybe we should, dude. I was sharing that video, there was a video that Coleman sent me the other day. There's a guy that lives right there in the middle. His house, okay, it's half in Canada, half in Quebec, Canada, like French Quebec,
yeah,
and half in the U.S. And when this shit started happening, like they closed the border, he's receiving package and just switching it for the people at a very low, like he barely makes a profit. He just does it. So, if I wanted to have something in the U.S., I order it, send it to his place, I go pick it up over there.
Nice.
And the guy's literally in his fucking house, and he's an old dude. Goes, I'm in Canada. I'm in the U.S. I'm in Canada. I'm in the U.S. Package is here, and it goes there, but it never. The person that came to pick it up never crossed the border.
Yeah.
And he goes, don't get me wrong, I want the borders to be open again. Like, it's stupid that it's like that from Quebec, from Canada and in the U.S., dude. It shouldn't be treated like it's international or across ocean. Come on. It's okay. So my rant is really fucking done. Let's move on.
All right.
So, I wanted to just
Come on, come
I
on.
said I would catch up to reading the final two issues of Battle Beast. I don't want to get too much into spoilers or anything right now because
Oh, come on, come
I'll
on, come
talk about it more when the miniseries completed, right? But dude, get it. It's right now. It's my top favorite freaking series, Battle Beast. Like, oh, dude, it's insane.
on. What the fuck is
And
going on?
I read all of them and I'm really enjoying it. I like the aspect of like visiting the entire outer space of freaking Invincible. And I did talk about this the other day, right? Last show, did I?
Maybe.
In case I didn't, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Journey. Okay, it's called Journeys. It's a miniseries that was done that takes place after the original series by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird and stuff like that. When the original series ended, that's why they all have the red bandanas, right? And it takes place right after the original series, and it was written by Peter Laird and the second artist. If you know anything about the original series of Ninja Turtles, it was Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman, and after a while, it was Jim Lawson that took over the art. So they did a small miniseries called Journeys, and it's been reprinted again for the first time by IDW. And I jumped on it, and it's not a colored, it's not a let's remaster it and color the thing. No, dude, it's the good old pure black and white, and that's what I like about it, pure black and white.
What the
There's very minimum grayscale. It's just for depth sometimes, like a wall, or to put them in shadow and stuff, put them all black. But I love this pure black and white type of stuff. It's a personal little thing. Okay, so the rest of my subject is here, and I have the other one there. So that's gonna be later. So, any Mister there is not talking, but right now he's playing Star Citizen
Okay.
because you have the free to play for how long?
I don't have the free to play. I got the game. The free fly is until 2nd of September. I'm scared.
So if you never tried it and you wanted to test it out, you can go and install it, play for like a few days, and actually get a feel of what Star Citizen is all about. I own the game. I have it. I own the ship in there.
But you can look
someone
my
was-
screen right now. I'm going through a whole lot of shit. I'm doing the brand new missions they just got out with the update, and this is a investigation mission. But I think I got way too far from the mission. I don't think that my machine is supposed to be here. And now I'm where there's a big pulse of machine here that creating a whole lot of no, don't open, close, radiation, close that shit.
So you're suffering from radiation poisoning.
Yeah, and when you die, you don't lose everything that's on your person. Instead, what you only lose what's in your pockets. And you see, I don't want to fucking die. I have a whole lot of shit. All right,
Is that drugs?
that's fucking food, dog. I need to eat right now, so I'm gonna eat and heal myself.
I have that game, but I haven't played it in a long time. I don't remember what's the name of the ship I had. What was the name of the ship I got?
The Cutlass Black.
Yeah, the Cutlass Black.
Oh,
I liked it because there's that little prison cell there for bounty hunting. Except when I played, it was not available.
What do you mean? Hey, my food, dumbass. Oh man, I need to cook it. Fuck that shit. Damn, do I have original food? I don't. I'm gonna die. All right, people. After that big skadushka bang, oh
So
my god.
you have to cook that survival pack, that food there, survival pack.
Shut up, man.
I thought that was the entire purpose of this, that you didn't have to cook it and just eat it. Run!
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Get me down there!
Run,
Die.
Forrest, run!
Now die. Stop running.
Hell
you-
no.
Mates.
That's a
you're
brand new
negative.
sniper too. That charge and shoots like a marksman rifle. Shit. Where your enemies at? Oh, right there.
They're surrounding you.
You gonna tell me that's not a headshot? Oh, what's up?
Headshot.
You don't hear the sound, right?
No, we don't.
Okay, because you got you. I'm only hearing boom, 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 boom. Yeah, like you saw that shit. You at home? Collateral, baby.
Oh, and by the way, talking about games, did you get Dune yet?
No.
Wait a minute. The fuck they're
You
doing?
never will get
upside down.
Dune.
No, I have to admit, like this game can be very fun, but it's one of those games that's never been completed. So there's always been a lot of bug, but there's so much to do. The only thing that to me was a bit of a turnoff is that they turned it into like a bit too much of a survival game, where you have to sleep, you have to feed yourself, you have to go to the bathroom. Like what the fuck?
Oof.
I mean, you don't have to sleep.
Yeah,
Could
it does
just
affect you.
die.
No.
It was part of the list of what you would have to do, dude. That's why there was beds.
Yeah, at the
That's
end
true.
of the entire game, like in what 11 years since from here.
If they ever complete the game, to be quite honest.
Fly! Stop
Fly.
shooting me, you racist! My bad.
Hey,
I don't know where's my mission. Where's the fuck is it? The fuck is my mission at?
elementary Sherlock, you need to follow the evidence and the clues. But if you have no clue of where your clues are, then that's a problem, right?
I have no clue where am I supposed to be. I'm going through a lot of time.
Okay, so maybe you should not be an investigator and just go and just transport packages.
There's a new suit, special suit you can't find in this shit, so stop it, alright? I got 2 snipers in this joint. You see? Second sniper. I got a pistol and 1 bullet. I got 0 bullets. Alright.
What's the point of having a gun if you don't have bullets for it?
Shut the fuck up.
Am I right, Beacon?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, if it's a charged up gun, but now yes, if it's a gun with bullets and you have no bullets for it, what's the fucking point? Might as well just pull out a knife,
Fly, kid, fly!
and you go Allah Akbar.
The fuck they're shooting from?
Oh, and here's a little something I wanted to mention while Mister is busy there. Just for a second, I'm gonna do this. Don't mind me. It's just gonna take a second, just to highlight something from a friend. There you go. It's in closing mode right now, and he was doing a closing stream. So go check out Bangkok's campaign on his website.
Do I have time? Do I have time? Do I have time?
So go check out the Lucent Fractured Mind. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Boom. And hold on. The other one I wanted to show was somebody else that needs some support.
Shit, I went too soon.
Give me a sec. It won't find it quickly. I need to go to his Twitter.
I know.
All right. There you go. We bought some time. So go check out our Join Ace's campaign right now. Join Ace's comic book group. Our friend Ace in the chat. He's been at it. He has 30 days left, and he's not that far away. He's technically at 420.
That's a sign.
Yeah.
Hey.
Sadly, you know,
Dale up, everybody.
I did quit smoking, but not that guy over there with the glasses hiding his red eyes.
Don't have fucking red eyes. They're fucking what a shit.
Yeah, that guy.
I'm scared to get screen burn. Sorry.
So go check out those two campaigns. I'm going to put the link in the chat as well.
Oh, a mag.
And don't forget to go sign up to Blood Hunt. That one's in the description down below. Blood Hunt 2.
Blood Hunt. Subscribe to Blood Hunt too.
The original Blood Hunt. Not that cheesy ripoff of a video game that had to split the word in two because I own the copyrights. Yeah. Dude, you know what's the worst thing? Is that they were following me. And then I went to put hey, here's the OG Blood Hunt there. And then after that they changed their logo into, instead of being one word, they put it into two words. I take it as a win. So while we're watching Mr. I don't have a clue what the fuck I'm doing playing this video game.
Superman.
Yeah, let's talk about that Superman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Bro, have you actually not watched it?
I watch
Or
it
are you-
twice. Fuck.
Okay, good. I
So you
cannot
like
tell.
Like Superman dies like 10 times.
So did you enjoy it then?
Yes. I very
Yes.
much did.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
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 Why can I no move?
Dude, don't you fucking read, you fucking retard. What the fuck?
He read. He went.
Yeah, I know.
He went.
Dude,
It is mass
this little piggy went on a mission with no clue.
Lord.
Oh, do I need to be there? No.
So do you think it was better?
Stop shooting me.
Do you think the new Superman movie was better than the Man of Steel?
I'll say that there are ways that each one is better than the other, but like Henry Cavill was a way better Superman.
Yep.
This guy came off as kind of a bit whiny compared to what Superman should be. I mean, but it was like it still felt like a Superman movie more than the other one, but
It felt more like a superhero. It felt more like a superhero comic book type of movie. I think Cavill was a better Superman. The story was more solid in Man of Steel, even though there's things I don't like from it. I think the new Superman was a fun watch, but that said, the story was a mess and it was shit. Because the thing is, his power levels are not coherent throughout the movie.
Shit.
The justice gang, they don't care about killing people, or that's okay, but killing civilians with a freaking big monster falling on them, that's no biggie.
Yeah.
the way that that those little girls, they're out of nowhere, they're just there in front of a giant monster, not doing nothing, just waiting to be saved or to do like yay. Or that little girl that's just there. There's a big monster, a whole bunch of shit's happening. There's Superman. She's just there kicking rocks on the ground until she needs to be saved. Like that one was one of the stupidest fucking thing I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
But it is a very enjoyable watch. I've watched it a few times too. I do agree with what Beacon just said. He does feel a bit like corny. Like let's just say for somebody that's supposed to be smart, he ain't that smart.
See, like when Superman is upset with you, it should be more like an upset father than like come on, man. Something
Or
like that.
a pissed off teenager.
Yeah, it's definitely did not.
When they go, come on! When they're fighting the big monster, come on, we didn't do better than that. I'm like, you're just there watching them. I'm like, what the fuck? I was thinking of just like, saving his life. Like, why didn't you do it instead of just standing there and watching? Like, I don't know. There's a. But like I said, overall though, it is an enjoyable watch. It was it was fun. There's a whole bunch of fun things. It does feel like watching more like a cartoon episode or a comic book movie compared to Man of Steel that was a bit more dramatic and serious. But that's what I liked about it. But that said, I've said what I hated about that movie like so many times. So Lois Lane and Dad, it's fucking stupid. I don't like what they did in the new one. I don't like what they did with the parents, his real parents. I thought that was meh.
Yeah.
And how people just turn on him like.
Yeah.
People be stupid.
You saved our life, and then after that, oh, you're a piece of shit. And they start throwing shit at him within 5 seconds.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, like the thing that was announced about like his what they said was his purpose for being there. I mean, yeah, if someone saved my life, but like it turned out he was there to conquer Earth, I'd be like,
Lex Luthor said, grooming.
I'd be very conflicted at the very least.
yeah, that's the thing. You'll be conflicted, not just turn like in his fucking like. Hey, I just saved your life right now, and then after that, you just like throwing a freaking can at me. You hate the fuck out of me, or a kid do it, or a kid turning on you like this, I don't know. I just thought it was a bit too rushed in certain things. Like it's things happen without sometimes making too much sense.
Yeah, see, like,
and the information dropping too. It's a bit too much sometimes in there.
See, like, what my thought process would be in that situation. Now that I think of it, and I don't expect every writer to think about this, but like, so I'm standing there I'm standing there after just being saved from a giant kaiju by Superman. I'm like, all right, awesome. Superman's great. I love him. Next thing I know, actually, he is sent here to conquer Earth. He does these things to appease us. I'm like, okay, well now I'm conflicted. Then it's like, I give it a few minutes. Like, wait a minute, he's just been what was said about him is what he's like. His true purpose here has just been revealed, and he's not just wiping out this entire crowd out of like frustration. So it's like, okay, hold on, something else is going on here. So. So that would be my entire thought process.
But look, when he goes, yeah, okay, what's wrong with this message? And then there's a second part. I go, this was restored, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's obvious. Like not even Superman knew it. Like,
yeah,
it's extra information that he never fucking heard. It says it right there.
Yeah,
that's my point.
It's like they restored it. It's like.
That's the thing. It's like, oh yeah, we restored it, and so that tells people, like, I'm watching this show, I'm like, so Superman never saw this.
Yeah.
So why would they turn on him so fucking easily? It makes no sense. Like being perplexed a little bit, like what's this? And then when Green Lantern goes to him, he goes, first thing he asks, that's just funny. Like, you have a secret harem? No.
Yeah. See, I liked Guy Gardner in the movie.
Yeah,
And Mr. Terrific was pretty cool too.
yeah. The only one
Yeah.
that does that's shitty is Hawk Girl.
Yep.
Yeah, that one was a little weird. Like the shrieking as she's flying. That was
Dude, they used her like she was Banshee.
yeah.
She's not Hawk Girl. She's Banshee. Like she needs to scream
Yeah.
to fly or something.
Yeah.
I mean, she
Like-
does screech, but
Nah,
she
but
can also say other things. She's
Well, on a
Dude,
serious
talking
That's the
note,
thing. Is Hawk Girl doesn't do that shit. She yells like she will yell like a warrior, like "Rah!"
Yeah,
or something like that. But she will not scream like a freaking hawk. She
yeah.
doesn't do that.
Like I did also enjoy like what is it like Molecule Man or whatever the guy.
Yeah. Metamorpho.
Yeah. He was
pretty
great.
good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love the scene at the
I
end.
cannot make a sound, but I can make something like the sound.
Oh,
So I can make a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then a little. But then, Dave puts up a point and goes, "So the guy that's on the other side there, holding the fucking kid, he's seeing all of this shit, and he's not like you're going, bye bye, kid.
Yeah.
Like it takes so like." Oh, hold on. Let's see what happens. There's a big glow there. Oh, hold on. Okay, okay. Oh, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
So true.
I did like that scene when he's like with the Justice Gang and he's like Guy Gardner's like, yeah, we can't let him on the team. You really want this ugly mug representing us? He goes, Justice Gang? That's a cool name. It's like,
Yeah, that scene was
yeah.
so funny.
That's the thing is that it's a running gag. It's really that everybody's saying that it's just a working. No, it's not over. It's not our name with Hog Gun and Mr. Terrific. Then the other one's like, oh, you really want this to be the face of our group? Like, I don't think so. Like, you can't be the face of the Justice Gang. The Justice Gang, yeah, that's a cool name. Oh, well, you're in.
yeah.
So, Chris, in case you're missing, yeah, we said what he was playing. He's playing Star Citizen. He has the game right now. There's a free to play time until the 2nd, I think September 2nd. So you can go and try it out if you don't have it.
Yeah.
And hold on, I want to catch up to his last one because for some reason it just refreshed my chat. And he goes, "Reading? Well, at least he's not yelling in French." Nah.
I'm gonna yell in French. Tabarnak!
That's about the only French he knows,
There you
Oh.
go.
But one,
and that
One-
too.
one last thing to say about the Superman movie. The reveal about his parents, it did kind of prove the point that James Gunn's brother was saying. It is a movie about immigration.
Mm-hmm. I get your point. You said it last time too, but not just that. It's also the entire problem with I forgot what's the name of the ones they're using over there, which is not Israel or Palestine at all.
Oh yeah,
But another thing I think is stupid. That's just to say that it feels like it's written. Like it feels like it's trying to be mature, like for adults, like not just for adults, but I mean like mature for adults, right? To be a fun watch for adults, but like it's written by a 15-year-old. Okay,
yeah,
like
Also trying to
so the army
touch into
Oh.
political stuff.
shed their blood. You know when he goes shed their blood, we will kill everybody. Right? With
That
a
was so
with a big
cringe.
fucking speech lips that he has. And then you see all the military people, they go in with guns, they don't shoot nobody. They're just walking, pointing guns. They're not shooting anybody. Tanks or this, but they're not shooting no one. Like, how many wars or something like that, conflicts, you see this shit?
yeah.
Like, nobody gets shot. They're not shooting nobody. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
it's like the thing with that little girl. She's just there looking on the ground, kicking her rock like she's depressed or something, while a giant kaiju is kissing and crashing everything in the back. But she's not, who cares a fuck? She's a fucking, she's a strong, independent little girl. She doesn't care. She don't give no chills. She's so fuck, Ugh. Or the other freaking little girl that's right there, like just next to the kaiju. He gets crushed. Goes down the thing. She just looks. She's not running away from the monster. She's not afraid of getting killed or anything because she's so fucking, you know, I'm a girl. Nothing's gonna happen to me, type of thing. And then he comes out of the fucking ground, flies up, and she's like, "Yay!" You're like, we just been through this with the dog. Get the fuck away!
Yeah.
Like, are those little girls as stupid as the goddamn dog? Like, that's the point. Is those are the stupid moments. But again, like I said, there's fun watch. Like, like the Green Lantern, the action. There's some fun things that feels like a comic book or something like that. Like, I enjoyed it. I thought the actor did a decent job, but the writing on the Superman is weak.
Mhm.
And something is like they nerfed him, and then after that you see him being more powerful. You're like, is he strong enough to do that? But then after he's not strong enough to do that. But then he's strong enough to hold the fucking creature from crushing a whole bunch of people. So why did he just fucking pick him up? Dude, he picked him up at the end to deposit him. Why did you just fucking pick him up and leave? See, that's the thing.
mean,
You could have just picked him up, pushed him away from the people, and then do what he wanted to do. I wanted to save him and maybe bring him into a fucking, place where he'll be protected and safe. I'm like, yeah, fucking pick him up. We're in the fucking ocean. Freeze the fucking water. Like, I'm not Superman. I can think this shit up. Anyway, that's what I mean by, Like I said, it is though a film to watch. Like I wouldn't say that I did not enjoy some of I didn't have a fun time watching some shit in there. I think also the weird thing is Ultraman is a clone, but for some reason he's more powerful than Superman.
Yeah.
Without saying it, they're telling you retard strength is beating Superman. Because he's more powerful than you. We're like, wait, what? But he's a clone. So the fact that he's retarded, because that they say it, like he's not there, makes him more powerful than Superman.
Mhm.
Okay. And
no, but
how much people were like, it's such a bad thing. Superman killed Zod in Man of Steel. Superman never kills people. It would never, never, ever, ever, never, ever, never do that. Two things in Superman. Ultraman, black hole, he's dead. He just kills somebody. Two, he gets up, blasts a whole bunch of freaking people in armor that fell from the fucking thing. Obviously, there's one or two in there that are dead or fucking paralyzed. But, just saying.
Yeah.
But nobody says shit about that one. I just think that, the only death in Men of Steel, to me, the way that they explain it, the way it happens, makes fucking total sense.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop. You're gonna have to kill me. I'm never gonna stop. I'm gonna kill them. Nothing. If you don't stop me, I'm gonna kill them. Everybody's gonna die. I don't give a fuck. You're like, and that freaking scream after he does it of despair. I thought that was so freaking powerful in that thing. But like I said before, I'm a big Superman fan. Hey, Alex knows this shit.
yeah,
I watch both movies. I watch the old one.
I know it's him from afar because he's wearing his Superman shirt. That's how much of a fan he is.
He is like, I wouldn't say like it's my favorite comic book of all time, right? But he has been my main first freaking like favorite superhero since I've been a kid. I enjoy more Batman stories than I do Superman, right? I thought some of the comics were very too kitsch. I really like the Superman when it stars by John Byrne. And that's pretty much it. Like, I'm a huge Superman fan. I love that character to death. Like, to me, it means so much what he is. And one of the main things I relate to him for some reason, it's always been the guy that needs to restrain himself. He needs to keep himself in fucking control. He gets pissed. He loses fucking temper. He will murder people. There's a joke in my family that, I have retard strength. I have to be careful because that line, like, there's that line in freaking Justice League when he goes, I feel like I live in a world made out of cardboard. That's the type of stuff that really talks to me. Because, dude, I'm the guy that, I get pissed, I slap a couch, the couch goes flying. Get my drift? Like, somebody slammed a door at me once because we were getting into a fight, like the mother of my kids, right? Dude, she's giving me shit. I'm walking in. She closed the door, like she slams the door on me, and I just did this, and the door went flying, ripped off the fucking and just. That's what I'm saying. Like I need, that's one of the things. That's what I love about Superman so goddamn much. Like that's what he is, and people that don't know how to write that character, that's why they don't understand that side of him. He's not just like another line that I like is like, yeah, you call me the Boy Scout all the time. I've never been in the Boy Scouts in my life. But it's the aspect of what he is and who he is. Because he chooses to be good. He chooses to restrain himself. And it's one of the reasons why sometimes Batman can beat the fuck out of him. It's that's what I'm saying. Superman's always been one of my favorite goddamn characters. It's just, there's not many stories that are amazing of him. And most people just don't know how to write him without nerfing him or always using the same freaking weak, here's Kryptonite. Or, like some people don't understand, like, he's like, the Incredible Canuck, Sim Smash.
Sim Smash.
Dude, it's like just another example of what I mean is, dude, I remember I was helping a guy, like I was going to one of my friends and we're emptying his van, right? So I grabbed some boxes, right? And I'm just like holding boxes. He looks at me and goes, "The fuck, guy?" Like, yeah, don't worry. So I'm walking around with the boxes, right? I go in front of the door and I'm like, "Dude, your door is locked." And I'm like, turning the doorknob. He's like, "No, it's not supposed to, dude. Come on, what the fuck?" Like, dude, it's locked. Dude, I'm telling you, it's not supposed to. Okay, fine. Cling. I just freaking broke the entire freaking thing. Cling. And opened the door. I used to, like in high school, I used to be in security. The guy's like, "Oh, we need the cutters to open the freaking lock." And I just grabbed the lock. I was saying this because, dude, I used to be a kid. I was 13 and I won like three gold medals in weightlifting. I was training for strongman. Like I did the Montreal Olympics at 13. That's what I'm saying. That's the aspect, and also another thing that I love so much about him that I've said many times. He's created by one American and one Canadian, making the true freaking like American way. I love that aspect of it. To me, has always spoken so much, and I come from that generation where Canada, U.S. borders was just a line that we could just cross anytime. Best favorite cousin type of thing.
Mhm.
So to me, it's like we're all one. I just hate the fact that we're separated right now by this shit. So to me, that's what Superman represent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the values. We have similar values that are so similar. We're more similar than we are fucking different. And yeah, it's one of my. That's why I love him so much. He represents so many things to me that it's not even freaking funny. It's also the point of the aspect of like you have no family, your parents are not there. I'm a guy that was raised by his grandma and his granddad, because my grandma got me at 15. My mom, so I was raised by my grandparents in a fucking farm. So I was half raised in the city and a farm. There's so many freaking things. It's like those type of values are important. The fact that you can help people, and then there's something that happens that you just can't not do anything about. But you wish so much you could save somebody, but you just can't. Like I've seen somebody die and I just couldn't do anything. It's that's what the thing about Superman that people just don't understand. Like maybe I should just one day write my fan love letter of Superman, like a fan story, like a love letter to Superman type of thing. Write my own story and fanfic type of thing. Just get it off my chest because he is one of those only characters I would love to do. The only reason why I would not, because like I said, most people don't understand, don't know how to write Superman. It's just a thing. It's there's not that many stories. One of the ones I really liked was Unchained was fun, but what's the other one? Men of Tomorrow. Oh no, that one was fucking good. Superman for Tomorrow. Yeah, there you go. That's the one. Oh, dude, that one was good. Like it was. It's been a while. Anyways, anything else you guys want to say about the movie Superman? Because Logan haven't said shit about it yet. Other than you like to watch it twice.
Not really from my end. I already had my pet peeves and sung its praises and stuff like that.
The two things I hate the most in that movie: information drop. There's three things. Information drop out of nowhere that makes no sense. Like robots just telling people, like it's obvious they're just telling people telling the viewers stuff that everybody else should know stupidly, and they do that all the fucking time. It's not just the robots. There's the I hate what they did with the parents, even though I can live with it in a way. I just don't like it. It's kind of up there with the death of the dad type of thing. But no, the death of the dad I hated even worse than the fucking Men of Steel thing. And the other thing I really did not like was I had it. I forgot it. I had 3 points. What's the third one?
There was one thing that people like to mention a lot: the music choice when the Mr. Fantastic fight or the Mr. Terrific fight.
Yeah,
I actually enjoyed that.
me too. I liked it.
I mean,
And some people are criticizing the fact that they're using the song like "I'm a punk rock, yes I am." I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with that? I thought that was nice. I'm happy that it's not just hip hop like a lot of movies right now.
yeah,
I even used that joke to Nadia there because you have the I'm a punk rock, yes I am. He looked at me and goes, "You have the most punk rock dad, motherfucker." Okay, so we're done with talking about Superman. So technically, it's not the best Superman movie in a way. It's a very enjoyable one though. Like it is enjoyable, right?
yeah,
And I do recommend people watch it. You might just want to watch it in streaming instead of going to watch the movie, like in theaters. I mean, but it is a very enjoyable watch. It's not bad. It just the story is very weak. The best was an enjoyable movie, shitty story. The black hole, the crack, everything gets resolved like a what is it, a McNuffin? I know McDuffin. I think the expression is
MacGuffin.
McGuffin. It's very fucking. Oh, let's just switch it off, and then everything's gonna close back again. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was questionable.
And one of the worst thing is I could live with the entire aspect of what they did with fucking Lex Luthor, but the B2, 10, B10, G5, Z10 to control the fucking Ultraman, I thought that was like ridiculous a bit.
Yeah.
Just put him there behind the controls. Give him two joysticks. Like that's what he would have done, to be quite honest. And because he wants to do it himself, to be quite honest. And him crying at the end. Because it did not look like rage tears. He was heartbroken. I'm sorry. Like, make him like rage seeds. Maybe with two tears there, but rage. That would have worked.
Yeah.
But no, he
Yeah.
just cried because, oh, people saw me. People don't love me no more, type of thing. And I really thought I was weak. So yeah, I wanted to say something like it's something I've never talked about on any of our streams, but it's a movie that I watched with Deacon a while back, And I watched it again the other day when I was at work, and I was just wanted, but technically I watched it today. That's why I wanted to bring it. Like, if nobody's seen it before, go on Amazon and watch a movie called The Samaritan.
Yes.
Like, I've never heard about it. Beacon brought it up to my attention, and I really freaking love that movie.
Yeah.
It's a really fun watch. It's a small budget movie, but it's fucking good. There's comedy, there's drama, there's action, and there's a twist, and it's freaking good. It's really freaking good, and it's like it's technically a superhero story with. It's a bit like an inspiration to Cain and Abel type of thing, you could say. It's twins, one's good, one's bad, and then they you know then they fight each other until everybody dies, and then the kid believes that the Samaritan is still alive, and he finds out that he might be right.
Yeah.
Go watch the movie.
Yeah.
And another movie that I watched not too long ago. Go ahead. You want to say something?
I did enjoy the scene when when the Samaritan gets hit by a car and the kid's like, "Are you okay?" He goes, "Fuck no."
Oh, that hurts. And he gets up. Ah. Yeah.
Ouch.
And there's a movie I've watched. I was also watched like 2-3 days ago that I've never watched before for some reason. I finally watched Ready Player One. I never watched it before, and I enjoyed it. It was
Really?
yeah, I've never watched it before. It's
Oh, wait.
Hmm?
Wait, I read the book. Wait, I'm gonna nerd out a little bit. Ready Player One, I read the book, but
What?
I watched the movie first.
Huh?
Yeah, there's a book.
That's what I said. You know how to read?
Shut up. Shut up.
Go ahead. Just say-
Guys, Sim is being mean. So mean. Anyways, the thing about it is that they turned certain things, like they modernized it, obviously. Like, a lot of the game references in the book is with older games instead of what you would see in the movie and stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
But they also switch certain scenes. If you haven't watched it, it's fine. It's like not a big deal. It's a dystopian world kind of thing and whatever. But the scene where the girl, kind of gets like kidnapped and imprisoned, right? That she was in the book. She wasn't the one. It was actually the main character that got in prison and then got out and then fucking ran. It's like, bruh. Also, the whole way to get those keys was also very different too. So yeah, it's like very modernized. It's still the same kind of story, but not really.
Like I was gonna say, like your dad said it too earlier, and that's what I thought too. It's like watching the Chocolate Factory mixed with Rat Race.
Yeah.
So for people that don't know the story, is that there's a game designer, like a very famous, like he built like a virtual world and game and shit like that technically died. So he left some keys in there, and the people that find all the keys and the final answer of the riddle or something like that, they technically own the company.
Yep. Yeah.
So they become rich and wealthy. There's a treasure and there's a wealth, and they also own the rest, the entire freaking company. So it's a very good. I really enjoyed it because I'm a cyberpunk epic guy. I love sci-fi and I love cyberpunk stuff. But it's weird to watch a cyberpunk that has a happy ending.
Well,
You know,
it's
it's weird because the actual story has a happy ending, but it revolves around a story that did not have a happy ending, which makes it's kind of fun. Like I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. The best part of the movie though is the fact that you see like the DeLorean, you see a whole bunch of reference to every freaking thing. You see Spawn, you see the Iron Giant, you see a whole bunch of stuff from that you grew up with. That's for fucking sure. There's everything. And the only thing
I
there's
don't
not
remember how the book
Understand.
ended. Oh my goodness.
you know.
I think it ended
Or-
the same way.
But
I also
Yeah,
like the fact that,
spoiler alert afterward.
I like the fact that at the end of the movie, you're led to believe that the answer is so and so and so, and that's why this is happening. And then at the end, and then he tells the creator's old best friend that it was not it was something else. Like I'm trying not to spoil everything, but the real reason everything was happening, and I thought that was a good twist at the end because you think it's all about like him and a girl that he never fucking dated or something, but it has a different reason behind all of this. It was pretty interesting. I don't know if that's how it is in the novel, but yeah. I enjoyed it. I don't know why I never watched it because it's kind of one of those things that so many people said it was good, but they say they changed so many things. It's not as good as the novel, and I'm like, as soon as you tell me that they change a lot of stuff, I'm not tempted anymore, even though if I don't know the
Yeah.
original freaking thing. But the other day I'm there, I'm like looking for a movie to watch in the background at work, and I'm like, here you go, let's put that,
yeah,
and I enjoyed it.
Nerd. Chris called me a nerd.
Read the book, nerd.
Well, no. Okay, listen. I love the movie so much to the point that, like, when my dad said he had the book, I'm like, yes, give me the damn book so I can read it. And I was pleasantly surprised. It's not the same. It's a little more slower, less action packed because it's a book. So yeah, for the movie they had to change it, or else it would have been boring.
The thing that happened to me where I watched a movie and then I went to read all the novels was
Yeah.
when Jurassic Park came out.
Really? Oh, what? Yes.
I saw the movie. I never read the novel, but I read the first one. Then I read the second novel before the second movie came out, and I just like, dude, that was fucking good. That was one of the first thing I like that I saw the movie before I saw the actual novels. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think those Jurassic Park novels was pretty freaking good.
yeah.
It's also how I know there was some raptors on that fucking boat, not just a fucking T-Rex. Dude, it makes no fucking sense when you watch when you watch The Lost World. There's just a T-Rex in there, right? Because the kid's been brought somewhere else, and there's just a T-Rex in there. But somehow that T-Rex got into a cabin to eat people. Makes no sense.
Nerd.
Okay.
Her mentioning that the original story involved old games reminded me of something that came up on one of the shows I was listening to this week. And this might get a little political, but there's a new game called Bring Us North, and in it apparently you play as the coyotes, the people who smuggle people to the border. These people who
Yep.
murder and grape people. So you play as them, and you're the hero. So yeah. First thought that came to mind when I saw that is like, I was born too late to play Custer's Revenge, born just in time to see it reincarnated by progressives.
Damn.
Yeah. So Chris is on your case, Alex.
Yeah.
He has glasses, bookworm, going up to Canada and giving her a swirly.
Yeah.
Literally everybody in this stream has glasses. You better not say anything, Logan. You're wearing sunglasses right now because my eyes, the screen. I tried to protect my eyes. Anyway.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the other subject that I've been waiting to talk about. Technically, there's two more subjects I want to talk about. I already
dare
showed the
you.
campaigns. Shut up.
How dare you?
At least I have a subject. What do you have?
I was going to talk about anime.
So go right ahead.
No, you're like, I'm gonna talk about this subject while we're talking about another subject and how Chris is making fun of me, but I mean, has glasses. Why are you not picking on him? Is it because I'm new? Is it because I'm new? Is it
And
because
just
I'm
like
new,
that, the
guys?
channel has been demonetized.
Ah.
And now you see Chris is on Logan's case. Logan is a dork, so he gets a pass wearing sunglasses indoors.
Oh my god. But I'm considered a dork in my
Well,
family.
you muted
Everybody
that,
else is a
Logan.
nerd. Yeah, because he won't stop being like, oh, my god. Anyways.
Me, one of the subject I've been wanting to talk a lot about. So it's either you talk about your subject right now, or I covered this one because I have two
Go,
more
go,
subjects.
go,
I
go.
this finally came out. I'm sorry. Let's leave this shit for a second. People that know me a little bit, I've talked about it before. Weep segment of the stream. It's coming. Okay, I'm a huge fan of this series by Mark Miller, Nemesis. I've been trying to get a lot of people to read this thing. Like this is one of the as an artist, there's always like a few books. Sometimes you're like, I wish I was the artist. So like, I'd like to work on this. Like, this is definitely like the type of comic that I'm like, dude, I wish I was the fucking artist working with him on this. And I'm so surprised that it's not an anime. It's not an animated series. It's not a fucking movie yet. Okay. And before I start talking, this is the new series. It's a mini series, and he says it's the final one. So it's Nemesis Forever. He changed the artist. He has Matteo Scalera, and I love that artist. And so far, he has had a different artist on each book. The only one I don't have with me right here is the one before this, which was hold on. I have a blank of it. I had the floppy somewhere. I just can't find them. I wanted to buy the trade eventually. Hold on. Nemesis. I'm trying to remember what it was. It's Rogue Gallery or Rogue something. Hold on. Nemesis. It's Rogue Gallery. I was right. So that's the only one I don't have with me right now to show you guys because I have the floppy somewhere in a box. Because I don't like keeping floppies around so much. I do have a few there, but usually that's why I have this nice little collection of TPBs and shit. The floppies you see there are the one that I've been buying recently and all the crowdfunding stuff.
Both.
And you have my pit collection in there too. Just saying. So, Nemesis, this is the final story, and he's back. Like it says on the cover, I am back. Scalera, I always like his artist. He has a style that reminds me a bit of Sean Murphy a bit. And it's those artists that made me want to go back to some traditional art a bit more. So just working digital. Even though digital gives me so much freedom to do the interior, that's why I started doing some covers sometimes, traditional. I miss it. I'm going to have to do some more. I don't want to show too much of this floppy. So go get it. It just came out today. So just to tell you a little bit more about Nemesis, because I've talked about it quickly last like a few times when I went over the Mark Miller stuff. Well, this is the original series, the first series by Miller and McNiven, another great artist. And this was technically a self-contained story, but it's not canon anymore. And this one's hard to find. Like it's worth a few. It's 100 and something or something. Yeah. It's hard to find. There's not many of it, and he doesn't have intention of reprinting it. It reprints issue 1 and the original series 1 to 4, from what he says. Because after that, he did what's called a soft reboot. So this is non-canon anymore. Reloaded is a reboot, technically. Redefining the character. So, spoilers a little bit on the first one. I'm not going to spoil anything on the other one. But technically, a guy comes in, starts like killing police officers, playing with an old team, and he just starts killing them. And he likes to send a card. And it goes, you're gonna die at that time, on that day, on that time. And he's a man of his fucking word. And somebody said like he's like Batman was a bad guy. It's even fucking worse than that. But yeah. So all the time you believe that he's a kid that got screwed because his parents used to like hold on, hunt people. You know when you got people in the street, you hunt them down and you kill like those rich game thing, hunting games, and there you go. There's some nice little action scenes. So he's dressed all white, and he's very sadistic, like very violent, very sadistic. It's high violence and everything, which is the reason why I like it so much too. But he's technically like a guy on a path of vengeance, and he's very rich, and he can have different identity, right? So he can do pretty much whatever you freaking want. In the first one, spoiler, like I said, I can allow it because it's technically forgotten. So you find out that he's just a rich guy that decided to pay somebody to have the chance to be a supervillain. That's what the entire thing is. It's like a rent to be a supervillain type of thing. And it's like I'm saying, it's really freaking good. Like you definitely would like to have it. You should probably hunt down the floppies. It would be easier than getting the trade because I saw this going between like 55 to 100 and something. But that, like he said, like he has signed more copies of these books, Mark Miller, than Kick Ass or anything else. It's one of his most popular IP. So there was a weird ending to this. So you find out that there's not really a nemesis. Nemesis is more like like you pay like the Phantom. They would pass it on to the thing. Well, they pass it up to the next client. So it was not like. So that's why he decided to do a retcon, a reboot, retcon, whatever you want to call it. And this retells the origin of Nemesis, making him more of a solid character to himself. Like it's not, there's no other, that makes sense. And it's like imagine like a mix of Batman and Deadpool in one, but he's a fucking brilliant motherfucker as well. The artist on this one was Jorge Ramirez. The art is pretty freaking great. Like you definitely want to check this out. It's dark, it's gloomy, and like I said, you're rooting for you're going there and you're technically rooting for the bad guy. So he turns the cops. He puts a fucking ransom on all the police officers, so that all criminals can go and kill them. Then after that, he gathers up a whole bunch of criminals and turn them against each other. Like it's really fucked up. Like it's not just like that's what I'm saying. It's worse than just. It's not just here's Batman gone bad. No, it's way more complex than that. There's a brilliance to his plan. You know what I mean? Like he's not an idiot. I highly recommend this series. I really freaking love it. So this is Reloaded. This is technically the first book of that's canon, like technically. Okay, so like he calls it a trilogy right now. So you have this, you have the Rogue Gallery, right, and then you have the new book that started coming out. He calls it the trilogy because he sees that one as it's its own little thing. Forgot about it. We restarted again. Right, it says behind here. What if that genius billionaire playboy philanthropist wasn't out there in a mass protecting people every night? What if this psychopath was a city worst nightmare? Oh, that's why he gets compared to Batman, but it's even worse than that. I really like it. Nemesis is the world's greatest supervillain, and he's come to the City of Angels on a revenge mission like no other. This book is a total comic book chaos from writer Mark Miller, Jorge Ramirez, and delivering the most brilliant comic of the year, and I totally agree. Nemesis Reloaded is not for the squeamish. Leave your moral code at the door and just succumb to the madness unhinged, unchallenged, and unstoppable. Like this I used to think that Wanted was one of my favorite of his. I also like Kick Ass and stuff like that. But this is my favorite of all this freaking Mark Miller world. I love this, so I highly recommend it. And if you want the full thing, get this. Then you know that after that it's non canon anymore because it is a fun read. But this is the one you want. You can still get them on Amazon. It's followed by Rogue Gallery. Then after Rogue Gallery, they did the big game. And the big game was a crossover of all his Mark Miller Miller World characters. It's a one shot, miniseries, and it's really well done. And you have the main characters of the story is you have Nemesis and the character from Wanted. So after 20 years or something, this is actually the sequel to Wanted, and it's a sequel to Rose Gallery. You pick up right after Rose Gallery in there. No, it's the other way around. It's before Rose Gallery for when it comes to him. So it's between Reloaded and Rose Gallery. What happens to him right now, you pick up in Rose Gallery, and this is the sequel to Wanted. So you got it serves as the sequel of Nemesis Reloaded and the original Wanted, which was the first book of the Miller World thing. And I highly recommend this. And then it leads to Rose Gallery. That leads to this, which is supposed to be the big epic conclusion to everything. Oh yeah, Nemesis. I've been waiting for this for like months. Like he was coming out with the what was the name again?
Vatican City.
Vatican City. And I was waiting for this. That's it. Like I've been waiting for this for a while now. So, Alex is gone.
No weeb segment.
Hello.
So
I'm
now
dead.
for a segment.
The weebs. Okay. I just wanted to mention a few animes that I kind of found on my own. I've mentioned of some of these a few times. I think one of them is I think one of them I didn't. I'm not sure anymore. But if you want goofy animes, one of them is The Devil is a Part-Timer. It's a silly little anime, 2 seasons long. It's stupid, but we love it. It's literally says it in the name. It's basically a reverse isekai. Is that the demon lord gets isekai to the modern world, right? With his loyal servant or whatever, and that's where it goes. The concept is kind of funny, The other one is what do you call it? Kemono Michi, which is basically a pro wrestler gets isekai into a fantasy world and wants to open a pet shop. Literally the first episode, what sold it for my dad is that the first episode, the princess introduced the champion that is supposed to save the world, right? And she gets, what do you call it? When you grab someone and just like throw them behind you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just he does that to the princess, and then she gets a stupid little nickname from the beginning because everybody saw her panties. It's super silly.
In a bunch.
Yeah. That's a sick and silly anime. And then the other two is animes that are like I hold dear to my heart because I did find them on my own and I really like them as a show and it's not just a goofy anime. Mob Psycho is one of them. I've mentioned it several times before. Mob Psycho 100 is about a high schooler, I think. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I forgot half of the show at this point, which is sad. But it's a high schooler that is in a world where there's spirits that exist, and that main character is a psychic, meaning they can exorcise these ghosts. So that's the main story. It's around that kid in that kind of world, which is it slowly turns into something else along the story, but it's still a great story. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. I still have to watch the third season, and I still have to watch the second season with my dad.
Do you know what he's talking about? The pro wrestler in a fantasy world one is great.
Yeah,
He
the
plays the princess and then becomes Princess Buttocks.
yeah, Princess Buttocks. Yes, that's the anime. That one specifically. It's so
Which
good.
one is which one?
It's Kemonomichi.
Okay.
It's
Goes. I watched
yeah.
it with mom while eating on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to watch that one.
I think we have, but I don't know if you remember or you were there specifically to watch it because I did watch it with Dad and Nat and maybe Banana, but I don't know if she was
There you
paying
go.
attention.
Mob Psycho
I need to
100.
rewatch it.
Mob Psycho 100 is so great. Doesn't remember half of it.
Listen. It's not that. It's just like I know what happens. I just don't know what order they happen in. Okay. I just know at the end, and then the second season is more focused on an evil corporation filled with
Mhm.
psychics. So that's all. That's why I'm like I'm not sure. Sometimes it focuses on spirits and stuff like that. Other times it just focuses on that. I don't know about season 3. I haven't watched it. Anyways, and then there's the last one. It's more grungy. It's more horror central. It is The Promised Neverland. It's I don't know how to explain it without it being like really bad because it is really bad. It focuses around kids that are in a isolated place because there's monsters outside that feed off humans.
Okay.
I guess that's a little spoily, but it's pretty good. It leans into the horror a lot. It's creepy. It's kind of fun. I don't know how to explain it, but The Promised Neverland is one of the ones I found because it's so fucking edgy. Well, it's not edgy. It's more creepy. And the niece loved The Promise. Your niece loved it. Yeah, it's really I do like it. It's really really good. I watched it all subbed. It's the only anime I have ever watched that that I totally watched subbed. But in Netflix, it was in English, and I did not know that. I just found it on Crunchyroll. Like, I found the anime with the creepy, not alive child. Okay, let's go watch it. Literally, that's what sold me to watch it. That's the most twisted thing ever. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. It's just mentioning those animes because, well, I found them by myself. Without anybody having to recommend it to me. Yeah. Anyways,
Cool.
that's it. Yeah.
And me, I know that lately, like last time, like a few shows back, I was talking about the new season of Rick and Morty. It has
Yeah.
come to a close like a few weeks ago, like 2 to 3 weeks ago, or something like that, with the last episode, episode 10. And we're still gonna get some more season next year. But I like that one. It was pretty good. You have the first season, like I don't know what I talked about it, but first episode it's about like, you know, Rick puts everybody in, puts the kids into like a virtual world, like a Matrix, to punish them because they borrowed his freaking charger and never gave it back. The entire Matrix universe is about chargers. So everything relates around charger. You have a fucking what's his name? Not Biden. Fucking terrorist there. That was in a fucking grut there.
Bin Laden.
Huh?
Bin Laden.
Bin Laden, yeah. So Bin Laden, well, you have the wire, you have the charger version of it. You know, it's funny, like they're but the thing is, he puts them in there, he falls asleep, falls asleep for a while, and to them they spend like 16 years in that fucking virtual world. So you get back in there. Morty's old. He's an adult. He's traumatized. He went to prison. He's been to war for wires. You know what I mean? Like it's fucked up. They as much as the first season with the new voice actor was a bit weird having like Roland there, but after they forget everything was dropping because he was technically canceled for stupid fucking reason. Like he got accused of stuff and then everything was dropped. So I think he's back on more like executive producer type of thing because the stories are a bit better on this side. But I do like the fact that they went back and they also closed Circle to a whole bunch of other things. Like I don't want to go spoil every freaking episode, but the one I just told you is the first episode, so you can find them, and I really recommend it. It was a fun watch, especially if you like Rick and Morty. But all this was just a segue into the other subject that I wanted to talk about. Everybody knows how much I fucking love Futurama. Futurama is starting again. New season starting on September 15. We're supposed to have 2 episodes on the same day. So September 15, 2025, we're having Destroy Tall Monsters, and The World is Hot Enough. And if you watch the season, like I've talked about it, one of the freaking episodes is we're finally free of COVID 3000. And they've been in lockdown for years, and it's fucking hilarious. There's a whole bunch of freaking things. There's a freaking episode where it's what's his name again? The captain, Flanagan, gets canceled. It was great, and right now the new season they just released the trailer, and I think we're gonna close the show with that. So new episode of Futurama coming to Hulu. I don't watch it on Hulu because Hulu's not available for me, but I get the episode every freaking week. I can't wait. So, anything else you guys want to say before we leave and close with the trailer?
Just prepare for them to not like your free advertising like the anime I showed off last week.
Yeah.
I have one thing to say to Chris. Is thank you for providing your niece with such wonderful mangas because it is such a good anime. I only watched the first season, but I do eventually plan to watch the rest of it. But just support the weird girlies out there.
You know why I'm doing it at the end, Beacon? So if it
Right.
happens again and I don't get a thing, I can just cut the end instead of cutting somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But listen, we're here to promote shit. We're here to promote.
So Futurama coming in soon. Let me
Yeah.
change this. Dude, I can't wait.
Me neither. I want to watch it so bad.
So we're gonna watch the trailer quickly before, and after that, it's gonna be bye everybody. So let's do this.
Please.
Ow! Whew! Good thing those spikes retracted at the last second, as far as I know. We global extinction if we don't act now.
I just can't wait to.
Now? In the middle of this critical debate?
On behalf of the religious community.
Actually, I'll go with you.
I like the fact that they still apply
How are you
with the
two
rule
so
of comedy. They
perfect
hit
for each other?
everything.
We're just so
equally.
different.
Similar.
What?
Oh, snap. Hey, you there.
Who, me?
You single?
I'm afraid not.
Oh. Up here, dummy.
Ow! Bender, you nincompoop! Don't tell me you took steroids!
Okay, I won't. Everyone else, I took steroids.
Who's your friend?
I am. See?
What's USB?
I think it was the new name after the collapse of the USA.
This baked Alaska is great, Amy. What's your secret?
I'm bisexual.
I just can't freaking wait for this. So hopefully we won't. The show's not going to be taken down. Otherwise, I'm going to cut the end.
Yeah.
So,
Shrek.
like we used to say on the morning roast, Chris. I miss doing those shows. Okay, we love you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Later.